Our next presenter is John Kirkpatrick, and the title of his presentation is The Deep Biosphere, Just Microbes or Microbial Life. Please welcome John to the stage.
Okay, everybody, today I'm going to talk to you about microbial life, microbes wanted dead or alive. I know it's a little bit late in the morning. I'm glad to see everybody's still awake, so I'm going to try to keep you there. So I'm talking about microbes today. And microbes, okay, what is it? Well, this is just a plush toy representation of a microbe, obviously. It is many, many, many times larger than a real microbe, okay? But microbes are living organisms, incredibly tiny, too small to see. Now, if you do go looking for them, you need special techniques to find them because they're so small. But when you apply those techniques, things that we've learned in the past 100 years, things we've learned in the past 50 years, it turns out you can find microbes, as we've heard this morning, just about anywhere on Earth. One of the places that we didn't expect to find microbes that we did was deep underneath the surface of the Earth. So inside the continental crust, far below the depths of the ocean, into the sediment, into the oceanic crust. And this, some people labeled this the deep biosphere. Okay, so here we have our biosphere, and we have our microbes down there. But then the question became, you know, we don't know what they could be doing down there. This is totally different than the way things go on the surface. So is this really microbial life? Or is this really just a microbial coffin? And there are these microbes down there, but they're just the detritus of surface life. They're leftovers, and they're not doing anything. Is that what these microbes are? Well, it's difficult to tell if a microbe is alive, right? You can't ask it, what's going on, you know? You can't take a pulse. And so this is actually a very, very difficult problem to figure out how are these microbes doing, what are they up to, are they active down there buried, you know, miles below the surface of the Earth? Well, what people have been working on are these techniques. Lots of techniques, a lot of them don't work. But if you can do it, you can try and find life, active life, in the subsurface. And by active life, one of the things that we do, one of these difficult techniques, I can't do it very well, I'm still working it out, right? But some researchers have worked out really good ways to get RNA out of these microbes. What is RNA? You can think about RNA as being, like the heartbeat of a microbe. When microbes are alive and they're active, they're making RNA, but just like a heartbeat, it's gone in a second. And so if you find RNA, you can tell that it is a biosphere. These things are active. When we go deep below the surface of the Earth and we pull out a whole bunch of these microbes, what do we find? RNA. Thank you.
So the last puppet looks like you. Is that supposed to be you?
There was only one color of doll hair.
Okay, well, it looks like you. A couple things. First of all, look, your great prop usage. I think, you know, anytime, you know, it becomes immediately memorable. A small thing that I actually think I really commend you on, it's really good to acknowledge when somebody else steals your thunder. That you started out by saying, you know, somebody already talked about this. It's like, you know, two people wearing the same dress which happens to me all the time, you know, to an event. To get up here and to not acknowledge that somebody already said microbes are every place, it leaves it sort of hanging. Well, gosh, we've already heard that today. So it's, you know, you acknowledge it, and that's sort of that improvisational way of dealing with things that's really good. I thought it was a really clear, easy to understand presentation. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
I echo all those comments. I thought your intro was very good. It engaged me right away, and your props are great. I love puppets.
Yeah, ditto, sorry. I should say select Command C, Command V. That means ditto for all you guys. But, yeah, sorry. But, yeah, no, it really, really fun. And the props, you know, they didn't necessarily advance your storytelling in a huge way, but like you said, they make it memorable. So at the end of the day, you know, in addition to being a good talk, this will be like all the talk with the puppets, you know. So it's nice because it just kind of attaches your concept to some visual thing that's quirky enough so that there's no way that anybody here is going to forget it. So nice job.
I echo all those comments. For me, it was really clear and a lot of fun. I also liked how you acknowledged once again that, you know, there are a lot of techniques out there. Some of them work, some of them don't, but here's one of them. So I thought that was an excellent way to present the notion that, you know, we're still trying to figure all this stuff out, but really fun. Love the puppets.
Great, thank you.